Casa, a popular crypto self-custody firm historically focused on Bitcoin, added support for Ethereum this week. Joining us now to discuss is Casa CEO Nick Neuman. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
All right. The fully revamped Casa app now provides private key management services for Bitcoin and Ether. This was a milestone that you were working towards. It's finally come to fruition. Tell us about it.
Yeah, supporting Ethereum has been one of the most requested features from Casa members for the last couple of years now. And so we're incredibly excited to give people a really easy way to secure their Ether. And that's in a way where you don't just have one key protecting your funds. And if you lose that key, you've lost all your money. You've got multiple keys, gives you extra resilience and peace of mind that your assets are safe.
What took you so long? Why 2 years? You said it took 2 years. So something customers requested. Bitcoin, ETH. I mean, that's like 80% of the market right there. What took so long to add ETH?
Look, we have two reasons. One is that as a security firm, we want to stay focused on making sure that we really secure fewer assets with our customers and do that incredibly well. We want to be, an inch wide and a mile deep, not a mile wide and an inch deep when you're doing security. And then the second reason is we have an incredibly high bar for user experience in the Casa product. And we wanted to make something that was 10 times better and 10 times easier to use than everything else out there in the multi-sig market in Ethereum today. And that takes time, and that's time we're willing to spend to make it right.
Is there a scenario for users who want to hold on to all of their keys to do that?
Yeah, so people that use Casa hold all of their keys except for one, and that key is held by Casa just as a backup. And that key can't move. We cannot move funds for our customers with just that key. The customers always have to be involved in the transaction, and they're always using their keys to approve transactions. And this is just a significantly better model than both the fully custodial model and the model where people only have one key, where if they make that mistake, they could lose all their money.
This seems to be the hot thing right now. Everyone with the self-custody. I mean, how much traffic spikes did you see after the FTX debacle?
Yeah, we definitely saw an increase in traffic and new customers after FTX. But the thing is, it's kind of a tale as old as time at this point, right? Every few years it comes around and all the custodians go and implode. And the people who are in self-custody and have a secure setup where they're holding their own keys are safe. And we're seeing it play out again, potentially with Prime Trust right now. It's something where when you are securing meaningful assets in Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrency, you really want to be holding your own keys in the right setup. It gives you significantly more resilience against all the market movements, against some of the misaligned incentives of custodians. It's really important to be holding your own keys, and we've seen a lot of people interested in that.
We've had competitors of yours. For your sake, I'm not going to repeat their names. Also, it's too early in the morning for me to remember. But the other thing, the thing that they seem to have said is that it's not for everybody. That you are going to have people who will want to do self-custody. You do have other people who don't. How much of a percentage, realistically, of the crypto market do you guys see self-custody ultimately taking? Or do you think that people still don't have that mindset? They're still kind of nervous. They still like to use banks. They still like to use some sort of centralized custodian?
Well, I think there's a difference between what's happened historically and what will happen over the next decade as we look ahead. It's never really been practical to self-custody any kind of money historically, because it's always been physical. It's been something that you needed to have storage space in your house or somewhere safe in order to protect physical volumes of cash or gold or whatever it is. And Bitcoin comes along and makes it so you can self-custody. You can hold millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin or Ether on a thumb drive. And that's something that is a significant practical change in the way that people can secure their money. when you combine that with the fact that the people who really care most about securing their money are the people who own it themselves, we see self-custody being something that the majority of holders, especially individual holders of crypto, do over the next decade. It's especially with advances in the ease of use around self-custody itself, that Casa is driving, that others are driving, that percentage is going to increase significantly, and we see it being the case that the majority of people want to hold their own keys.
By the way, when you say that you offer support for Ethereum, that's for ETH itself and not for ERC20 tokens, correct?
That's correct. And we're making sure that we roll out ETH first because that was the most highly requested next edition for us. But we are already hearing from customers, hey, when can I secure my stablecoins in my Casa vault? And so we're definitely looking ahead to some of those next things and listening to our customers very closely as we're helping them get set up with their Ethereum vaults.
Digitized Chinese commercial paper, I guess, would also be. Is that too soon of a joke to make on Tether's behalf? Sorry.
It's too soon, Lawrence. It's too soon. Some of the competitors that Lawrence mentioned have spoken about targeting, the next 100 million users who are going to come into Web3 who want to self-custody their assets. It sounds like those users are also top of mind for you. With all of these self-custody solutions popping up, all of these competitors for you, what's the future you see? Do you see a lot of these solutions falling off and us having one winner, or are there multiple players who can play in this market together?
I think there's multiple players who can be in this market, but the difference is that Casa is really going for something very different than what most of these other simple wallets are trying to build right now. Casa really views private keys themselves as a new primitive where not only will they help you secure your money in the form of Bitcoin, ETH, or other cryptocurrency, but private keys are a better way to secure your identity, your communication, your personal data. All of these things are becoming more and more important to have secure, have private, and have real control over in the digital age today. And so being the home for your private keys, Casa is going to be much more than just a wallet and much more than competing with the other self-custody wallet providers. We're really building a private key manager that will secure everything important in your life. That vision is significantly bigger than what other people are thinking about right now.
Like who's your target audience really? I mean, it's everyone's well, anybody who wants self-custody. It's like anybody who breathes air is a target audience for this. No, I mean, like realistically, who are you looking at? Is it the Midwestern housewives? Is it farmers in Florida? Like what? Like realistically, who are you targeting?
So this is always a exercise in making sure that you target the right segments as you build your business. And that's how we really view it. We're not trying to boil the ocean immediately. While we do think private keys are applicable to the majority of people in the world over the next couple of decades, it's not going to be something that happens overnight. And so who does Casa really excel at helping and solving problems for today? It's people that hold a significant amount of Bitcoin, Ether, other crypto, and generally have a lot of desire to secure that wealth because this is meaningful wealth for themselves, for their families, for their business. And so those are the types of people that really Casa helps solve problems for and helps solve immediate needs for. And so that's who we focus on in the short term. And then we start to grow out from there as more and more people understand the benefits of self-custody, and we're helping to tell that story and bring them into that fold. But those people that are holding large amounts and who really need to secure this for themselves and their families, that's the type of customer that we're really great at serving today.
Nick, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you both. It was great to talk.
Thanks.
That was Casa CEO Nick Neuman.